What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl, Ashley Janae, and today, instead of doing my usual Toolkit Tuesday, I wanted to give you all of the details about the 28-day holistic detox and reboot. This is a jumpstart into health and wellness. I've been talking to so many people in the last couple of weeks that have all been saying the same thing. I need to get my health together, or I need to get my living space together, so on and so forth. So I decided to put together a complete holistic guide of how we can do this together, how we can reboot our health, our wellness, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or physically, how we can do that together. So I wrote down a plan for all of us. I wanted to start it today. I'm actually already intermittent fasting. I've been doing that for a couple of weeks, but I wanted to jump a little further into it. However, I'm not going to start today because some of the people that I talked to said they're not quite ready. Either they don't have everything that they need just yet, or they need time to go to the store, and I get it. So our 28-day total holistic detox reboot is going to start on Friday. So I'm making this video, one, to see how many people are interested, and if you are, please leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know. Just say I'm in. Okay, so we're going to be doing that first, and also I want to give you time to just mentally prepare yourself for what this journey is going to be. As I always say, it's not complicated, it's just hard, and anything worth having or worth working for is going to be difficult. Okay, so this comes with its own set of hurdles and of a little bit of pain. I'm going to be upfront with you. This is not the quick and easy plan to get skinny tomorrow. It's not. However, this will be something that you can implement into your life that will give you long-lasting, permanent change, and that's what most of us are looking for. We can do a flat tummy tea, or a detox, or a cleanse, or a lemonade diet. We can do all of these things. However, once the diet is over, we're no longer equipped with the tools that we need to continue that as a lifestyle. So we're changing that today with this 28-day detox. I know it sounds like a long time, but it's really not. And I know that you have it in you to do it. One young lady I saw today, and I didn't get a chance to respond yet, but I will. She said that basically, like, no meat, no dairy, and things like that is kind of unrealistic for people. And while I understand the sentiment, I feel like, or I know personally for myself, that whatever I prioritize, I'm going to make room for it. I'll set a plan, and I'll set guides that will help me along the way. So it's really up to you. You're going to get out what you put in. Okay, so I'm going to give you the basic rundown of what our 28-day detox reboot is going to consist of, and I'm going to give you 5 tips and tricks to help you for your daily practice. A few do's and don'ts that you can carry along with you to make sure that you optimize your chances for success. I have done this before. I've done each one of these parts that I'm going to give you individually, and that's why I know that they work. But myself personally, I've let my health get completely out of control. My weight has fluctuated so much within the last year, and I can give you 100 excuses why, with things happening in my personal life, losing a couple cars, being in a couple accidents, things like that. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, self-discipline is key, but that's also a skill that we must learn, and we're going to learn it with this 28-day reboot. So I'm going to look and refer to some of my notes to make sure I get everything in there, but I'm going to also bring you another video on Friday for recipes, shopping tips, and things that you'll need to get started. Okay, so the first 3 days, the weekend, when we start Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, hear me out. We are going to be doing a water fast. Now, you can, for those first couple of days, if you feel like you absolutely need to, you can add in a little bit of fruit. But the reason why I'm telling you just water is because those first couple days, you're going to be cleansing by way of an enema. So you can go get an enema bag at Walgreens. You can Amazon Prime it, and it'll be here by Friday if you need to. If you only want to do one day or just 2 days instead of the 3, that's up to you. But I want you to try it. You need to cleanse out your body. And this is just one portion, but it's a basic way to cleanse out at least your intestines. The things that are stuck inside of our bodies that we don't completely get rid of has a major role in our cravings. So when you're dealing with a sugar addiction, a salt addiction, if you're stuck on dairy, meat, whatever it is, this will help you get rid of some of those things that are creating the cravings that you so desperately want to get away from. Okay, so what you can drink: water, herbal tea, lemon and limes. So you can add lemon to your tea, lime to your water, what have you. Those are all okay. And you can add in fruit. I would say not really starchy fruits like bananas. Regular bananas that we buy in the store are basically a huge source of sugar, and they have little to no potassium in it, like we're often made to believe. So don't worry about that. But good things that you can be adding into your day on those 3 days: maybe an avocado, grapes, watermelon, something that is really high in water. If you like cantaloupes or things like that, try and add those types of fruit. But you don't want to be full. And after your first full day, the first full day is always the hardest. So after your first full day, it gets easier, okay? Just water, just tea. You can do it. All right, then we're going to go into 10 days of the mucoid plaque cleanse. I already have a video series about the mucoid plaque, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to create another video for my mucoid plaque recipe, and I'll give you some of the things that you can eat while you're doing it, because the whole point of the mucoid plaque cleanse is to eliminate those things that have been stuck in our bodies. And this is where the heavy detox is going to come into play, because things that you've eaten a few months ago or a few weeks ago, parts of that can still be in your body putrefying, and you don't want that. So this is more of a deep cleanse to get to, that will help you in a way that the enema might not necessarily get with 1 or 2 tries. Okay, so we're going to do the mucoid plaque cleanse, and again, Friday I'll bring you your shopping tips, your recipes, everything that you need to eat healthy and responsibly during that 10 days. Okay, so the things that I also want to point out that you don't want to be eating, just so you can get your mind prepared, is we're going to eliminate the dairy, we're going to eliminate the meat, we're going to eliminate alcohol. Yes, that means wine. Yes, that means your one beer with friends. Listen, it's only a couple days, but we're going to be eliminating beans, soy, and grains. Don't feel overwhelmed. There are plenty of things you can eat, which is why I'm going to give you those recipes and tips and tricks on Friday. But if you want to go ahead and look, I already have a wellness playlist on my channel that you can check out with all kinds of recipes from when I did the mucoid plaque cleanse before. I think I did it in September or October. So there's a few ideas on there that you can look at just to get your mind jump started. Don't worry. As far as grains and beans, we will be using chickpeas and we will be using wild rice. Okay, wild rice is actually in the grass family, not the grain family, and chickpeas are not mucus forming. So you are going to have plenty of variety options. I have things for you from spinach dips to all kinds of wonderful classics that you will love and enjoy, just without the dairy, the grain, the meats, and things like that. So that's your first 10 days. So you have your 3 days cleansing, the water tea fast with the enemas. Then you have your 10 days mucoid plaque cleanse. And then we're going to do another 10 days of juicing. So we're going to juice with fruit. So it's not a complete elimination of all food. We're juicing. We're going to be doing a 2 juice cleanse. So I have 2 very specific recipes that I'm going to give you. One juice is green, the other one is kind of purple, but they're mainly vegetables with a little tiny bit of fruit that's mixed in, but they're mainly vegetables. It's only 2 specific juices. I didn't want to overwhelm you and give you 10 different juice recipes that you had to find the ingredients for and figure out. It's only 2 juices, quite a few ingredients, but everything you can find in your produce section. It's super simple, okay? And it will only take you literally about 10 minutes to prep, 5 minutes to make it, 5 minutes to rinse everything off and clean up. It's not going to take a lot of your time. So you have your 2 juices, and then for eating, you're going to be just taking it down to just plain fruit. And I know everybody doesn't buy organic or non-GMO and things like that. We're not at that stage yet. Don't worry about that. At all times, when possible, you want to buy organic, but I will encourage you to look up the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen list. So it shows you the things that if you feel like you're on a budget or you just don't feel like looking, that's okay. There's all kind of hacks that you can use to make this process as simple as possible, okay? So that's the next 10 days. Then that brings us up to 23 days. Our last 5 days is the home stretch. And if you've ever been an athlete or ever done any type of extracurricular activity, you learn that at the last stretch is when you go the hardest. And I told you, you're going to have some hard, difficult moments. We're going to be scaling a few mountains and overcoming a few hurdles, but you got this. The last 5 days literally is water only. Just water. And you're going to be doing your enemas. I personally am going to do the enema all 5 days. But if you feel like you can't thug it out for 5 days, I encourage you to at least do 3 days. Do 3 days, okay? So the last 5 days, strictly water. No tea, no juice, no fruit, nothing. Strictly water fasting for 5 days. Don't feel overwhelmed. Don't run away. You can do it. But this is the type of cleanse that your body needs. If you're dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, any type of cancer, if you're dealing with low energy, whatever it is, if you just need to get your mind refocused, if you need to lose weight, get in shape, if you want the energy to play with your kids, go to the gym and work a full day, this is going to help you, okay? I know everyone's situation is different. Some people have kids, some people don't, some people work full time, some people don't. Everyone's situation is different. So I'm going to give you a few do's and don'ts that will help make it easy for you on this journey. Number 1, we're going to start with the don'ts. Don't allow people to bring negativity into your space. Just don't do it. You're going to hear other people that are going to say, oh, it's too hard, or oh, that's unnecessary, or oh, it's not that deep. Guess what? If you choose to do this journey, make it yours, and do not allow any type of negativity from others or even yourself to stop you. Because even ourselves, we can say, you know, I can't do it, or it's too hard, or every other time I failed, or every other time I quit. Do not allow negativity into your space, okay? Number 2, don't count calories. Don't look at, oh, how much sugar does this fruit have, or how many calories is in this bean, or whatever, things like that. Don't worry about that. Remember what I told you before. We count colors, we don't count calories, okay? Don't do that. Also, don't make excuses. Don't make excuses for yourself, just like we don't want other people trying to make excuses for their behaviors or actions. We don't make excuses for ourselves. So I am starting on the weekend, and already a couple of people were like, the weekend? Why do you want to start on the weekend? Don't make excuses, because we have a couple of weekends coming up within this 28-day cleanse. So you cannot try to do good throughout Monday through Friday, which is the weekday, and just throw it all away on the weekend. We're trying to build consistent habits. This is not a diet. This is not something at the end of 28 days like, oh, it's all over and I go back to eating pizza and garbage and a bunch of steaks. No, this is a lifestyle that we are developing, okay? So make sure that you don't create any excuses for yourself. And the last one is, don't feel like you have to start over if you slip up. Now, again, we're not making excuses to just, oh, I just have a cheat weekend. No such thing. However, if you feel like you slipped up and it's, man, I ate this cracker, I was hungry, I was craving, even if it's a cupcake, Get back on track. A lot of times what we do is we feel like, man, I messed up. And then we just throw the rest of the day away. And that becomes, we'll throw the rest of the week away. And that becomes, we just throw the rest of the month away and I'll start next month. You don't have to do that. Don't quit if you slip up. Okay? Now, a few do's. First one is I want you to clear out. That means physically, mentally, circumstantially. So, physically, you need to go to your refrigerator, go to your cabinet. We still have a few days. It's only Tuesday. We have a few days before Friday comes. Clear out your refrigerator. Clear out your cabinets. The people in your household should be able to support you and love you enough to help make this journey as easy for you as it can be, because you're going to have enough hard places. Now, I understand for some of you that are parents, it might not be as cut and dry as just throwing everything away, but I know that there are ways that you can get creative and prioritize this part of your life to make it easier for you than just looking at your favorite snacks in the cabinet, the refrigerator, or the freezer. So you need to clear out mentally, clear out your mind. Allow yourself to say, I got this, okay? Clear out your clutter in your house. If your room is a mess, your workspace is a mess, your car is a mess, give yourself a few days. And listen, it doesn't have to be perfect, but clear out as much as you are literally able to. We are going to go hard with this detox, with this reboot. So you need as much support as possible, and having a clean living space, working space, mental space plays a huge deal when it comes to your success, okay? So that's first, you want to clear out. Also, the next thing I want you to do between now and Friday, I want you to write down your goal. Whatever your goal is, if you're saying I'm doing the detox reboot, if you're in, I want you to write down what is your goal, what do you plan to get? And you have to write down why. What is your why? And it doesn't have to be just one thing. Your why could be for my kids. It could be for my health. It could be for setting a great example for the children that are watching me, to help change the trajectory of my family who has been dealing with diseases, and we lose family members from diabetes and cancer and things like that. Whatever your why is, you think about that why, but you write it down. Write down your goal, write down your why, and post it up somewhere that you're going to see it every day. If it's in your bathroom, on your mirror, if it's on your dresser as soon as you wake up, that's where your alarm is. That's what you do. Write it down. Next, I want you to take a full body pic and jump on a scale. You have to do it. We have to be able to gauge progress. Mentally, it allows our mind to see that we're making progress, and it creates a motivation for us to keep going. So you need to take a full body pic and jump on a scale. I'm not saying you have to get naked and be in your underwear. However, you have to take some type of body picture that will show the contour, that will show where you want to change or create tone or muscle, eliminate fat. Whatever it is, you need something, okay? And I'm going to post mine for you so you know that I'm in this with you. You are not alone, and I'm not cheating. I'm going to show you my goals. I'm going to show you my why. I'm going to show you my pictures, everything, when we come back on Friday to Jumpstart, okay? And last, I want you to weigh yourself, your S.E.L.F. You have to weigh yourself. This is going to be your self-esteem, your energy, your level of commitment, and your focus. Weigh yourself. I told you this is a holistic detox. We're not just dealing with food, okay? So those are the 4 things that I want you to focus on. Now, with those being said, I have 5 habits for you to practice each and every day. It will make this process so much easier, okay? Number 1 of your 5 daily practices, number 1 is get fresh air and move every single day. I know everybody's schedule is different, and we have different needs and people that we have to help out, so on and so forth. However, you have to find at least 15 minutes for yourself. I'm not saying you need to do a 1-hour workout plan, a 30-minute workout plan. If you have the time to do it, do it. You get out what you put in, but you have to find 15 15 minutes. That's it. At the beginning of your day, middle of your day, your lunch break, if you need to go to your car for 15 minutes, get outside, get some fresh air, move your body. Okay? That's number one. Number two, self-alignment. Each and every day, when you start your day, I don't care if you have night shift, day shift, whatever. When you start your day, you have to align yourself. That means you wake up and you do your mantras. You wake up and you do your affirmations. If you need mantras or affirmations, anything like that, I have an entire playlist that I created on my page, and I'll link it in the description box below. But you need to be waking up, do your mantra for the day, and you're going to do that several times a day, and you need to do your affirmations. Your affirmations, you should be doing those in the daytime and at night, if nothing else. And the affirmation videos that I made are real easy to follow along. So I'll say it and you can repeat after me. It gives you space to do it and to get it in your mind or create the ones that you want. But it's a real easy hack to just follow along with one of the videos, okay? And visualization. Every single high performer, athlete, entertainer, they always talk about how they visualize themselves winning before they even take the stage, before they even get on the court. Whatever it is, you have to visualize yourself in the body you want to be in, whether you've had it before or not. Visualize yourself where you want to be. Okay, that's number two. Now, number three, I want you to do a one-on-one. We're going to take and replace. So how habit loops work is you have a trigger that tells your brain this is what we're about to do. You do it, and then there's a reward. That's how habits are reinforced. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some subconscious programming on another level. And so we're going to start with really small habits, whatever it is. So what you can take away is some of your time on social media, or if you're the type of person that wakes up and they look at their phone, you can take that away and replace that with something new. If you're the type of person that they take a smoke break when they're at work, take your same break, but instead of pulling out your cigarette, just at least one break out of your day, instead of pulling out your cigarette, replace it with something new. So some ideas you can have for your new habit replacement is reading for 15 minutes. Any book on self-development, a hobby that you care about, a sport that you care about, music, entertainment, whatever it is, take time to read 15 minutes a day of something that will elevate your life, okay? You can even use an audiobook. If you're the type of person that says, I don't like to read, okay, put it in your ears. It's just 15 minutes out of your entire day. Instead of getting up, turn on your phone and looking at a video while you brush your teeth and get ready, turn on an audiobook. Turn on something that will, if you want to go into real estate, if you want to go into architectural design, whatever it is, listen to something that's going to elevate your life and add value to what you bring into the world, okay? So we're going to create new habits, and you can start with something as simple as, I'm going to wake up and make my bed at this time every single day. Or what I've been doing is I've been doing Tabata. And Tabata is HIIT training. It's high intensity interval training. So it's 20 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of rest. 20 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of rest. And I found 2 4-minute videos that I like, and I do them back to back every morning. So that's my 8 minutes. It's not huge, but I've learned to become consistent with it to help me jumpstart on my wellness journey. So you can do exercise at the same time every day, or with the same pattern. Whenever I wake up, this is what I do. I brush my teeth, I go do my Tabata, I do my visualizations and my mantras. Little tiny things like that can make a huge difference, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4, pay attention to your intake. What are you putting in your body? Not just the food. Remember, this is holistic. So how long are you watching TV? What are you watching on TV? How long are you scrolling on social media? What are you looking at when you're scrolling? Look at your intake, evaluate all the areas of your life and figure out, what am I taking in? And you have to do this on a daily basis. When you catch yourself say, is this what I need to be doing? Is this maximizing my time? Is it building my business? Is it making me money? Is it helping my relationships or friendships? Learn to evaluate what you're taking in to your body. Okay, that's number 4. And last but not least, optimizing your sleep. Everyday practice, and this will make the journey so much easier. So a great way, simple little tips and tricks to optimize your sleep is 1, making sure you watch your screen time. Get off your screens. Stop watching your TV at a certain time, at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Allow your brain a chance to unplug and unwind. Okay, you can practice meditation in the evening. You can practice breathing techniques in the evening. You can just have a nice conversation with a friend, or that's when you can incorporate your 15 minutes of reading. That will help slow your mind down, slow down your heartbeat, and help you get settled in. Okay, so at least 3 hours before you go to sleep, get off your phone. Make sure that you take your phone out of your room and charge it somewhere else. What I personally had to do is, a couple weeks ago, I went out and I bought an alarm clock. Not the kind that lights up because it's bright light. I bought one of those old fashioned with the 2 bells on top. I'll show you in the next video, with the 2 bells on top alarm clock. And it goes off when you tell it to go off. There's no brightness on the screen, nothing like that. It's perfect. So I don't have to depend on my phone for an alarm. Okay, make sure you have blinds or curtains, whatever it is that you need to do to optimize your sleep. That's it. Okay, so with all that being said, I know it might seem like it's a lot, but it's really not, because remember, we're doing this in stages. We're doing this in phases. Each of the 5 steps, from getting fresh air and exercise all the way down to optimizing your sleep, these are things that take 2 to 3 minutes a day, 5 minutes tops. If you want your exercise and your movement to be 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes somewhere else, 5 minutes somewhere else, you got your 15 minutes of movement in. You got your 15 minutes of fresh air in. If you just make sure you go outside, take time to breathe in the fresh air, listen to the birds chirping. The weather is getting really nice now. You can make time for all of these things. They're very simple little tips and tricks, but they make a huge impact on your daily life. So we're starting 3 days with our water, juice, fruit cleanse with the enemas. We have 10 days of the mucoid plaque cleanse, 10 days of the 2 juice cleanse, and then 5 days go hard, nothing but water and enema cleansing. This is it. I know it might seem overwhelming, but if you take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and implement the techniques that I told you, you got this. And I'm doing it with you. We're all in the same boat, but you can do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write everything out, and by Friday's video, I'm going to post it up for you, and I'll have it in the description box of this video, just the basic layout that I gave you today. But that Friday video, when we do the recipes, the grocery shopping, the tips and tricks that you need to get started, everything will be ready right there for you to see and refer to. You can ask me as many questions as you need. Most of you know by now, the people that have been rocking with me and interacting, leaving comments, I always respond to my comments as soon as I can. It usually only takes me a few days. So thank you again for watching this video, but let me know, what hurdles do you feel like are going to be the biggest for you with this challenge? What kind of family dynamic do you have that might make it a little bit more challenging? Whether it's I have kids or I have a spouse that likes this, whatever it is, let me know. And I'll be thinking about that until we meet again on Friday, so I can give you a few more tips and tricks in that video, okay? Whatever the challenges are. So remember, if you're going to start on Friday with us, leave a comment in the comment section below and say, I'm in. Smash that like button if you found value in this video. As always, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys. I love the community that we're building, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, family. Did you know I picked out a video just for you? Really, I did. I put it right here. Click it. Click it right now so you can check it out. Just for you.